Good morning, church, and welcome to today's Children's Moment, a time when all children of God, both young and old, are welcome to join me just for a few minutes to hear about how God might want us to share His love with others this week. As you can see, I am not in the sanctuary. I am amidst these rocks, and it is just off a walking path behind St. Clair Hospital, which is just a few neighborhoods behind where I live. And so sometimes on my daily walks, I end up on this walking path here. And I thought to myself, boy, these rocks would really be fun for some of my friends at church to climb and to have fun with. And just know, guys, that I am thinking about you all the time, and I can't wait until we can see each other again, and how much I miss you. So know I'm thinking about you, and I know how much fun you would have here. But earlier this week, when I was on the path, I thought to myself, you know, these rocks kind of remind me of a story from the first letter of Peter. And in that letter, he talks about Jesus as a living stone. And he also talks about how Jesus is a cornerstone for us. And I bet you haven't thought about Jesus much as a rock. But you may have heard a person say that, oh, this person or that person is a rock in my life, or how grandma is a cornerstone in our family. And what they're trying to convey when they say things like that is how strong that person is. People who are rocks in our lives really help us to get through some challenging times because they're a source of strength for us. Have you ever thought of Jesus as a stone or a rock? Probably not. But Peter talked about Jesus as a living stone, and he might have used the analogy of a stone to people because in Bible times, especially during the times where Jesus lived and the places where the disciples lived, everything in their area was made from stone. So they used big rocks, huge rocks, to build houses, to build buildings. Their roads were made of cobblestone. Stones were a huge type of material, not just for landscaping, but to put to use for living and working spaces. Peter talked about Jesus as a living stone when he was trying to tell people how Jesus is a source of strength and that he will never go away. He will always be with you, especially in challenging times, that you can always rely on the life of Christ in your life to get you through some really difficult times. And so this week, as you go on some walks, hopefully you can get some fresh air. And for those of you who can't get out, maybe you can have a virtual walk in your mind. And as you take a stroll, take a look at some rocks along your way. Notice how they're just all so different and how interesting they are. You might see them in some creeks. You might see them as landscape in people's yards. Some use them for decorations. Some even decorate rocks. And think about the people in your life who are your rock and who really help give you strength during difficult days. And maybe along your walk you can say a prayer in thanksgiving for them in your lives and the blessings they bring to it. You might also take a moment to think about how Jesus' strength as a living stone in your life gets you through some hard times, is there no matter what, will never go away. And thank God for that. Thank God that you have a living stone and that you're even challenged to be a living stone and strength for others. I hope you have a great week, and I hope you can bring some blessings to others in some special way. Take care.